Courting the Millennials in 2021. Recruitment of top-notch young talent who can enter your workforce and provide that kind of long-term growth potential and can only come from a smart and productive staff is always a challenge. One of the big reasons any business works to keep its public image high and to project the concept that they are an employer of choice is to recruit the best and the brightest from the youth ranks. Young employees bring a lot to a business that can complement an older workforce and make the business much more vital. Younger employees are savvy to the wants and needs of their peers. So instead of trying to guess how to market to the current generation of 18 to 28-year-olds who are the age segment with disposable income, by keeping such employees on staff, you have the inside track to the priorities of the current generation. Further, youthful employees are often optimistic and out to change the world. Their sense of mission and belief in the system as a means to make the world a better place results not only in better morale internally but in business philosophy that shares those values. The tendency to name the upcoming generations can be a bit trite, but it helps in knowing who the target group for recruitment is. And that group of youthful future employees that will be hitting the job market in the next few years has been dubbed the Millennials. And despite the traumatizing events of world terrorism, war, and the decay of the environment, the Millennials come to you with that youthful enthusiasm and desire to make a big difference in the world that sets them apart from previous generations. To lure the brightest minds coming from the nation's colleges, some rethinking of what we put in front of these young people is in order. They are not leaving academia strictly with the objective of making a lot of money. So to turn the head of youth workers who can make a change for the better in your business. Don't just make the potential job about money or your recognizable business name. The reputation of the company can be as much a negative as it can be a positive. The millennial recruitee will look past the sign on the building at what the company is really all about. The millennial is more internet savvy and wants to use modern technology to accomplish business goals. It's in our best interest to facilitate that goal because it will keep us in touch with the marketplace. Corporate culture is an important factor for both recruiting and retaining good employees from this generation. Millennials are looking for a business climate that is creative, able to change when new things become available, highly accessible upper management, and responsive. Corporate values mean a lot to the millennial crowd. That means that those high-minded values printed on posters and plastered all over the human resource department have to actually mean something. By demonstrating that the business lives up to its ethics and values, that will appeal to the idealistic side of youthful workers. The values that the business supports must reflect a modern attitude toward diversity and going green. If you walk a millennial around the office during his or her interview, they will notice the recycling bins scattered about. They will notice the diversity of culture and race in the employee mix. Be prepared to recruit from various disciplines. Even if you are recruiting for a financial services function or some other specialization, keep your mind open to recruiting students with a focus on liberal arts or teaching. These millennials can be trained for the specific job and they bring a fresh approach to the job description that comes from their college area of focus. These are things that might take time to change if the corporate culture is behind the times. But it's worth the effort to start now to attract the kinds of workers that mean long-term growth for the company. By doing some serious analysis on how up to the date the business is, you can begin to effect change now, so by this time next year, you will be in better shape to court the millennials. Subscribe and leave a comment, and I will personally reply to your comment.